Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. It's Monday. It's our favorite day of the week. That's right. It's time for headlines. Yeah, baby. So we've all lost a ring. Well, I haven't because I don't wear jewelry. I don't like the feeling of any type of jewelry on my body or anything like that. But some people have, who wear jewelry have lost a ring or some sunglasses or lost an item or something, an accessory.
Keys.
I never find it. Never find it again. You're like, damn, where did I leave it, right? So a woman in the U.S. lost her high school ring. She left it at the beach one day. That was 42 years ago. She recently found it.
Wow.
Somebody contacted her on Facebook. It was a high school ring, so they just kind of, I guess the person who found it did some research, did some digging, did some stalking. A little bit weird if you ask me. But, and
light stalking. It's only
light stalking, and they found it 42 years later.
Interesting.
And so never give up. If you lose a ring nowadays, even if you lose it many, many, many moons ago, somebody might be like...
They're still finding notes and bottles that have washed up on shore from 30, 40 years ago, and some of them have actually found the original owners.
That's crazy.
It is, actually. A well-known game hunter was killed while hunting big game in Africa. And depending on who you are, some people are celebrating on the internet saying he got what he deserved. And other people are saying he shouldn't have died that way. He was leading a group of people, and they came across 3 elephants, and the elephants charged at them. And a person discharged the rifle into one of the elephants, and the elephant kept going and then collapsed.
Fell on him, right?
Yeah, fell on him.
Hey, if you're hunting big game, you're in their territory. You're liable to get. So I have no sympathy for him.
I have no sympathy for him either. But
his choice.
It's not the he got what he deserved. It's like no, he
didn't. Like
he died, yeah, and
nobody really deserves to die unless you're like 90 or 80. If you're like 75, we'll go 75 plus. If you're 75 plus, then okay, you don't deserve to die. But you know what? If you die, you've lived a pretty darn good life.
Yeah.
But anybody below that, anybody who dies in an accident or of a disease or a cancer or just unexpectedly, they don't deserve to die. Every person deserves a chance to live a full life. So to celebrate somebody's death because they were... People enjoy hunting. Who cares? Get over it.
Yeah, from what I read on the guy, he actually set up some hunting-only areas and made sure that they were well taken care of, and he did try to help out. He wasn't just in there.
How does he use the whole elephant? I don't know if how you would use the whole elephant, or every part of the elephant gets used for something. I'm cool with that. That would make me feel better.
Yeah, no.
If it's just like I'm going to kill this elephant, take its tusks, and leave it there to die, like rot. That's kind of, to me, it's a waste a little bit.
Well, you know that they actually have anti-poaching units in Africa.
Oh yeah. But they're still poaching because ivory's worth. I watched something on that ivory trade or whatever one time, and it's a big thing apparently.
Oh yeah, it's huge. Damn Chinese.
So a woman in Wisconsin is being hailed as a hero for jumping on her own car.
Oh, that one. Okay.
After somebody tried to steal it. We recently had a kind of an incident where somebody jumped on the hood of a car here in Calgary. Gas and dash, that's what it's called, right? The employee jumped on the car, ended up dead.
Mm-hmm.
And this woman's being praised for... The thief eventually ran away, left her car and ran away and stuff like that. Frankly, I think it's stupid. If somebody steals my car, I'm just gonna let them take my car. Nobody's gonna steal my car though.
The gas and dash one was. It's funny that one because it happened, and one of the guys at work is like, "Well, that was stupid," and I was like to him, "Is like, well, she was doing it because she has to pay for that gas."
Well,
and it was like $120 worth of gas.
Yeah.
It comes out of her paycheck, and he's like, "Well, that's not allowed." It's like it may not be allowed, but it's done. And he's like, "Well, it would be all over the news." No. Because what would happen is something like this would happen. Somebody would complain that I have to pay for missed gas, and then the company would go, "Oh, we apologize. We're not going to do that anymore.
The employee has been reimbursed, and then next thing you know, your gas is 10 cents more.
Well, no, and they just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Right? All the company has to do is apologize, and then
I can understand why she did it, because dealing with insurance companies is a hassle, because they're going to give you, the value. Oh, your car's only worth like this much, and you're like, wow.
I still owe
this much on it. Now what? Like, insurance is the biggest fraud, so I can understand why I would probably try to stop somebody too being, in a moment.
Yeah, no, I totally get why, and it's the States too, right?
Yeah.
So
why don't you just pull out your gun and shoot them? Doesn't everybody in the U.S. carry guns? That was my attempt at being a dumb, naive Canadian. I know that everybody in the States doesn't carry guns.
No, that's true. The Galaxy S8 apparently has a feature that you can unlock the phone with a retina scan. And
that's cool.
It is cool, but it is now not foolproof. A tech company has actually figured out how to break the lock, basically.
Of course. That's like the first thing people do when there's new technology. They try to hack it. I don't like.
Well, they figured it was.
How did they hack it? And scoop
Here-
your eyeball out with a spoon.
No, here's the best part. They took an infrared picture of the person's eyeball, put a contact lens on it. They printed the picture out. They put a contact lens on the eyeball, and then used the phone and unlocked it. Incredibly simple.
Is somebody's information on their phone worth that much effort?
President, prime minister, finance minister.
I wonder what's on their phones. Like, seriously, what do you think? Like, you think like when you think about
documents.
Trump, when you think about do you really think they just keep like, here's the nuclear codes on my cell phone.
Well, okay, maybe not to that extreme.
Here's the national defense strategy on my telephone.
No, true.
Come on.
But a finance minister would have documents relating to what they're going to be spending, the budgets. They could get it leaked,
But isn't that stuff all? Isn't that all?
Some
like,
things
just on like isn't all financial stuff supposed to be just
no,
open to the public?
not all of it, because some of it isn't in regards to the defense, so they don't publicly declare how much is going to be spent on defense or anything like that. They do, but
that's
there
not
are
called
certain
defense; it's called war. But that just like really. But then wouldn't you just put a like? Wouldn't they have
whoa, hold on. A bank manager.
But if you're that important,
the mafia,
wouldn't you have more than one security measure to get into your telephone? Wouldn't you have like 3, 4, 5?
No, but okay. So you're telling me that if you were the owner of a major bank, you would have 4 steps to get into your phone?
Absolutely.
There we go. Okay, so
absolutely 100%. If I had important information that I did not want to get into the wrong hands, absolutely 100%. I would not put it in the cloud. I would not put it I don't have anything important on my phone, and I do not put it in the cloud because I don't want people to get into it. I have a passcode on my phone, and if I had important information, I would put a passcode, and then I would put a second,
like the fingerprint thing.
Yeah, I would put like a second one so that people couldn't get into it.
No.
You know
okay,
what I mean?
You have a very valid point. It's like, the eyeball thing was supposed to be like the
it's cool. It's cool because you see this shit in the movies.
Yeah, exactly. You
know
do see this stuff in the movies.
You see that shit in the movies, but if you're protecting your phone, which is one thing, and you know what I mean, like it's like putting your pet's name as your password for your bank account or your birthday. Like, honestly, if you do that stuff, you deserve to get hacked.
No, I agree.
It's true. It's true. So, there's pipelines and oil pipelines going in all over the world, right? Mm-hmm. These guys in Germany, there's a music festival happening right now. Well, not right now, but there's a music festival happening in the summertime. And they are putting a beer pipeline in. Oh, yeah. I believe they said it's a 4-mile pipeline. Or 4-mile beer pipeline is coming to the German heavy metal festival. Yes. They're digging it like a couple feet on the ground to transport beer around the whole festival. So
awesome.
Concert goers can enjoy a cold one.
On tap.
Where's the environmental protests on this one? What happens if the beer spills? Contaminates the ground around it. What are the wildlife going to do? Get drunk?
Yeah, have hangovers. They're going to marinate themselves. They're going to drink beer, and you're going to have...
Ones. Hunt those
Yeah,
ones.
exactly. It's like, ooh, beer venison.
Yeah. Beer-soaked venison.
That's awesome. I've heard of there was in one of the European countries that somebody had actually put a beer pipe from the brewery to a restaurant next door, like just across the street, but it was still a beer pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like, wow,
That's cool.
4 mile.
Yeah, 4
Beer
miles. That's a
pipe.
long time. That's a long way. Eh?
That
That's
is a
lot.
long way. Wow.
But when you think about it, music festivals are fairly big. So
I actually heard about this that heavy metal music festival, and it was the biggest one in Germany and probably the biggest one in Europe.
Oh yeah.
And some VR company actually did a little shoot through the whole thing, so you could actually put a VR helmet on and explore the.
It's cool how I didn't think when you think of when I think of heavy metal, I don't think of it to be that popular. But I guess it is.
No. Huh?
And they've got the right idea of putting the beer pipelines in.
Yeah.
Every music festival should have beer pipelines.
Yep.
I don't want to have to walk miles to get beer. Not like I go to a lot of music festivals, but
True enough.
I don't think I've ever been to a music festival in my life, so it doesn't really affect me. But hey, all you people out there, I'm looking out for you. You got to stay hydrated.
Yeah, beer pipelines. That's
They
how.
should just put water pipelines along it too, so that they can get water going to them.
Oh, they might as well. They're putting in one.
May as well.
Put in the other. What extra work does that going to require?
Nah, that's right, not much.
Was the beer festival paying for it?
The
metal,
yeah,
metal.
As far as they were doing it themselves. Yeah.
Wow. So that must be a pretty.
Well, they were. I don't know. I would assume.
Hmm.
Well, they're probably going to sell like for 18,000 euros a beer.
Yeah.
That's $1 million Canadian for you. Those of you who can't convert. Just so you know. Is that all you got for headlines? Or you got more?
Yeah.
That's all you got?
No, that's all
That's
I
it.
got.
That's it.
That's
the
it.
wacky-
That's all.
That's the weird news from around the world today. Tune in this week. What are we talking about tomorrow? Oh, we got some leaks. We got to fix some leaks tomorrow. Wednesday.
We finally finished the Saw saga.
And Thursday, well, it's going to be a surprise. So tune in because, hell, we don't even know what we're talking about.
We're flipping a coin.
That's right. We're going to flip a coin for 14 minutes. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Do all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Later.
See ya.